do. What's up guys, Buddy here and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode we delved a lot deeper into the problems of the Brotherhood, and we also had a chat with Veronica before coming into contact with these lot.
What is this? Veronica brings an outsider into our home, then has a private audience with the Elder? The two of you may have the Elder fooled, but we know better. Veronica has always twisted the Founder's principles to her own ends. We will not stand idly by and allow her to corrupt our Elder's thinking.
What the hell? You're taking us...
Sorry about that. Just because I love them doesn't mean some of them aren't assholes.
Okay, they just literally just disappear. V, I don't know about your family, dude. They're a little weird. A little weird. I'm gonna head over to Night Torres and see if she's being less of a bitch. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, so I'll meet you guys there. Alright, approaching the shooting range now. Alright, Night Torres, can I buy some shit from you now?
The word came down from the Elder that I'm to offer you some of our lesser wares. As if I didn't have other matters on my mind.
Hey, look, you seem stressed. What's going on?
If you must know, my inventory check this week shows that our weapon count is one short. Somehow we're missing a laser pistol. Hardin will have my head if I don't find that weapon soon. I can't delay my report to him any longer.
Ooh, I could have a look around for the pistol.
If you happen to find it, bring it here right away. I might be able to throw a few supplies your way if you do.
Huh. Interesting. Missing a laser pistol. Let's have a read. Let's also read the comm station password. Oh, it's nothing. Oh yeah, I installed the Groove Draw again. I do it every now and then. It is good. It has a few things for thumbnail making that I like. Alright, Night Torres in Hidden Valley wants me to find a laser pistol that's gone missing. The first thing to do is to speak with the paladin in charge of the firing range and see if he remembers who is using it. So I assume this guy.
Hey, Torres.
Veronica just loves everyone.
Welcome to the range. Feel free to use any open lane.
Do you know anything about a weapon that's gone missing?
Torres must be getting desperate if she's accepting help on this one. I'll tell you what I told her. My records show that Initiate Stanton was the last to check it out, but checked it back in a day later.
Alright.
Bye.
I'll go have a word with Initiate Stanton. Pretty sure he was in the classroom before we went to have a chat with the Elder, so let's see if we can find the classroom again. I won't cut this out because, you know, a lot of people are going to have problems navigating this bunker. I'm not fantastic at navigating it, but I do know my way around ish. Like, I know how to get to the scribe quarters and the control room and the medical. I don't know how to get to the medical station. I do know how to get to the firing range, and those are the only. Oh damn it, he's not here. Those are the only places I'm pretty solid on. Aside from that, no. Right, Initiate. Okay. I'm pretty sure he was in recon armor. Yeah, I'm sure he was, because Initiates can't wear power armor. You're holding a laser pistol. Okay, tell you what, if we see Stanton around when we're here in the bunker, then we'll have a chat with him. If we don't, then we'll just go do other things. We will, obviously, eventually have a chat with him, but it can be later rather than sooner. I'm going to have a word with Ramos about getting the Elder dismissed a second. Hey, Ramos. Okay. I think we're, like, above the firing range.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
What would an Elder have to do to get kicked out?
So, you've been talking to Hardin, eh?
Yeah.
He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of Elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Tell me what happened at Helios.
I'm sure someone's told you all this before.
Yeah.
Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
We know who Elijah is, but what's your opinion on him?
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store, kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Yeah, we know Elijah.
Bye.
Interesting enough. But just to talk about the Elder, because I know that a lot of people are going to... he's saying we shouldn't get him kicked out. I'm thinking, everyone here seems to have a problem with the direction of the Brotherhood. They're just not willing to blame McNamara. But at the end of the day, even the people who were who just stopped us and said, no, you will not twist McNamara's will, are even a little pissed off. So I think the best course of action for the Brotherhood of Steel right now is a change. I don't want to kill McNamara, I don't think. Right now I don't. He's not a dick or anything. He seems, a lot of people's opinion on him seem to be that he's a pretty good person. It's just, he's a little misguided. Still in the dark is the quest for the Brotherhood that we're doing right now. And we're gonna go find those scouts and talk to them. My loading times have increased since my mod overhaul recently, but it's not too bad. It's still better. Oh god, I thought I turned off rain. Oh god, that's causing some serious issues because I'm pretty sure the Nevada sky is interfering with the Fallout. The Fallout sky. Yeah. I prefer the Nevada sky if I'm being honest. I prefer it. It's more realistic. Fallout's nice looking, but it's not realistic. And the Nevada sky is nice. But I don't know how to get Fallout not, because I love the Fallout lighting. Fallout's one of those one of the mods that I'd be willing to uninstall because the lighting gets a bit iffy sometimes in the daytime. But generally I especially like the nighttime lighting. It's so atmospheric. But I'm not too diggy about the sky. I do love the sun though.
What do you want? And don't try anything funny.
I'm Elder McNamara's representative. He said to ask if the bears are still hunting.
You speak truly, for it is unlikely that an outsider would know both the Elder's name and that passphrase. Very well. I've been observing the penal facility there in the distance for some time now, after having followed some rather disturbing rumors. Eventually, the NCR got around to putting the prisoners down, but not until they had wreaked havoc on nearby trade routes. Eventually, the NCR got around to putting... Give this to the Elder. My observations are all within. Perhaps he will have a better idea of what this situation portends.
They also needed me to take this place back. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a bit of a text... Was it a text glitch or a speech glitch? Certainly was a glitch.
Whoa, careful!
It's alright. I've got good aim. I'm pretty good with energy weapons, thank you very much. This thing only takes 25 energy weapons to use efficiently. That's kind of depressing, because I have a lot more than that. Oh yeah, I know. I know the scout. Coyote Den's probably the best way to get to him. He's up on the rocks. He's a problem. I think we're gonna have some issues. Hopefully not with coyotes, though. Yeah, I was right. Hello, Legion. I did shoot a little too early, but I knew they were gonna attack me. Go on, V. Take him out.
Come on.
Good lad. Go on, V. Punch him. Boom. She's good at punching. They're both over there. I don't know why. Blue lasers for life, man. Oh shit, it's purple, not blue. And I almost dead. This Legion squad has brought me to my knees, I guess. Alright, government ammo. C4 is good. Some Legion. A Night Stalker tail. Is it worth it? Yeah. Brush gun, obviously. Neither of those things are really worth it. I'll take the Brock flower to make stim packs with at a very later date. Even then, stim packs are not a rare item anymore. They're not even that. They are useful. I mean, I use them like candy, but they're very easy to obtain nowadays, due to my due to dead money. So I don't know if it's really worth picking them up off of Legionnaires anymore. It's worth making another Legion armor, I believe. A medium armor. I'll take that. It's worth getting a set of Legion armor if I don't already have one, although I might. But I'm not sure whether I'm going to do that or not. But every time I come across a piece of medium armor, I am going to get my Ranger armor repaired. Alright, there is obviously an NCR trooper up there. NCR trooper? Oh god. I'm sorry, Paladin. Scout Knight. I wonder who this would be. Sorry for calling you an NCR trooper. I know that's disrespectful. So what rank do you actually have there? I'm interested now whether it's like Paladin, Knight, Scribe. No, it wouldn't be Scribe.
Hey.
Scout. It's just called a Brotherhood Scout.
Don't take another step if you value your life. For what purpose do you approach me?
Elder McNamara sent me as his representative. He asks if the bears are still hunting.
Strange that the Elder should send an outsider, but I suppose he has his reasons. My observations have mostly focused on the small town to the south of here. It was cruelly attacked, its inhabitants slain nearly to the last. That such an act could occur so far west is nearly unthinkable. The NCR has forces in all directions, and an outpost scant miles west from here. That they have not responded to this violence shows either an unwillingness or inability to properly defend their borders, which is telling. I've collected such musings in this report. Please take it to the Elder.
Okie dokie. Yeah, he's right. The outpost is right there. To be fair, it's a little ways away from Nipton, but as we know, the NCR cannot send soldiers to Nipton. They've got to keep them at the dam right now. Alright, so now we've got to head to Camp Forlorn Hope. Oh god, I wonder what the scout's going to say about that. Hopefully he recognizes that Forlorn Hope has got a hell of a lot better since I've stopped by. Like I said, I should be a damn ranger by now. I have helped the NCR many times across these borders. Oh, that's awesome. Forlorn Hope. One of the mods I have is called Electricity, and it adds certain lights to certain places, such as Forlorn Hope. Actually, a lot of NCR areas have some new lighting, so that's cool. What's causing that lighting there? Oh, I don't think it is anything. Is it? Is this just a stray lighting? I think it might be. That's a little disappointing. Although maybe it's just that light. Yeah, I think it's that light. It's not fantastic lighting, is it? Oh, it's not bad, mind. Yeah, it's alright. This mod is a hit or miss for me, I think. Electro City. Might find something a little better. There was a better one in Fallout 3. A better relighting mod, in my opinion. Although it did glitch out when I tried to use it with Fallout. Okay, the final scout should be around here somewhere. Again, I apologize for the darkness. I might do some video editing. I might not. It's really atmospheric, in my opinion, but you guys can leave in the comments whether it's too annoying for you guys. We're not going to be doing too much of traveling by nighttime.
Approach slowly, stranger. If you have no business with me, then go.
Elder McNamara sent me for your report. He asked if the bears are still hunting.
Then I am sworn to report. I've been dividing my time between the camps to the north and south of here. One belongs to the NCR, the other to a band of slavers known as Caesar's Legion. I was sure the NCR would quickly win, but that has not happened. Instead, the two sides maintained a long stalemate, and only after an extended duration did the NCR finally destroy its opponent. When they did, it appeared they did so with the help of fresh reinforcements. I do not believe they could have managed the feat without them. That savages such as these could last so long against the NCR is troubling. Please, take my findings to the Elder. He'll know what to make of this.
See, I'm pretty sure in most of these situations, all the NCR needed was a veteran ranger. Like, I know I'm not technically a veteran ranger, but like me, or a different veteran ranger. I think it, like, the lore behind the veteran rangers, and the fact, I don't think we've seen one yet, is that they're so damn powerful that they're basically an NCR squadron on their own, because this armor's badass, and you only get this armor if you are a badass, so just overall, NCR veterans are badasses, and all the NCR needed is just to bring one in from, well, actually, spoilers, we'll talk about where the veteran rangers are soon, but in the future. So, yeah, the NCR do not have access to their veteran rangers right now, but all they needed is a couple of them to come into the Mojave, and I think they do a hell of a lot better. Like, the veteran rangers, just to command the squadron, morale would go up with the, you know, the armor. This armor, like, apparently inspires people. It, you know, they do need their veteran rangers back in the Mojave to perform a successful campaign. I love the mute button on my mic. I know earlier in this episode, or maybe it was last episode, yeah, it was a couple of episodes ago now, I forgot to... I know a couple of episodes ago I forgot to unmute it for a little while, and that caused some serious problems, but the mute button helps me just prevent coughing sprees on camera, which is great. It just allows a little bit more professionalism in the recordings. Alright, I'm going to sit down in your class and wait for it to start. God damn it. Because, quite frankly, I want to find this initiate guy. In fact, maybe we should do this. Yeah, we're going to do this quest in the next episode.
Principles of fusion are relatively simple. Hello, outsider.
See, he always starts with a topic and never actually explains the topic. Like, I was hoping he'd teach me how to use gunpowder, and then something about fusion, which I assume is energy weapons, right, guys? All of my knowledge of science is completely energy weapons based. Alright, sorry Veronica, I know you're kind of on having a tiff with the Elder right now, but I do need to have a chat with him.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
I wanted to ask you a few questions first.
I can spare a little time. What did you want to talk about?
Tell me about the lockdown.
It's a protective measure that was enacted after our defeat at Helios. The NCR was hot on our heels, and we wouldn't have survived another encounter. It was decided that we would stay quiet for a time, heal the wounded, and try to come up with a new strategy. However, after we had fully recuperated, our first scouting measures showed that the NCR's presence in this region had only increased in our absence. There are now more than 5 times the number of NCR troops in the area as when we fought them, and we have half the number we did at Helios. And so the lockdown has been extended. To go outside would be the death of us all.
I think it's a fair point that after Helios, keeping quiet was a good idea. I think it is a fair point because nobody talks about the Brotherhood in this game at all, and when you do mention them, it's like, oh, the Brotherhood? I thought they were gone. I thought, I haven't seen them in years, and keeping away from it means, yeah, the NCR aren't going to wipe you out. But I think the main problem McNamara is having, is he's not even trying to reconnect with the outside world, make allies. Maybe the cons, right? I know the two factions seem completely different, right? The cons and the Brotherhood. Completely different. Am I right? Yeah, but they have similar goals. They're both don't really want to fight with the NCR, but dislike the NCR and want to stay independent from them. What if the cons allied with the Brotherhood? That would be a good alliance. They could both stay independent from the Brotherhood. The Khans could fight, maybe, while the Brotherhood used their knowledge of science to research and keep technology off. The Khans can fight for guns, while as the Brotherhood keep the energy weapons. The Brotherhood could introduce them into the Khans, and the Khans could teach them fighting techniques, while the Brotherhood gives them power armor, things like that. That would honestly be a decent alliance for them. The followers of the apocalypse, for example. The followers could do the scientific stuff. They could be initiated as scouts. They could keep everyone healed while the Brotherhood does the fighting. That's a good alliance. There are so many... Hey, the NCR would probably ally with the Brotherhood at this point. As long as the Brotherhood said, we won't fight you anymore. Then the NCR would be like, alright then, join the NCR, become citizens. Become, like, some sort of power armor unit or something. I genuinely think the Brotherhood... They can't survive on their own out west anymore. Because they're just not strong enough anymore. They're too small. They need to start interacting with other factions in the wasteland. And that's where their problem is. Sure, they're going to be fine down here, but they're never going to be an influence.
All right. What did you wish to speak about?
I hope you were listening then, McNamara. So what is with the crazy sandstorm on the surface?
That is this base's defensive system. It serves as camouflage and masks all entry and exit from the bunker. We use it to hide our patrols and supply runners, though we still send such out at night to be extra safe.
Okay. Time for me to go.
Later.
Yeah, as you can tell, the goodbye dialogue in this game is recorded very similarly, and most of the Brotherhood named characters say it like that.
Have you had any luck finding the scouts? Or did you have something to discuss?
Yeah, I did. Here are their reports.
Good. Let's take a look. If I'm reading this right, it appears that the NCR's grip on this region is nowhere near as firm as I thought. I'll have to review these in detail, but these reports have given me much to think about. Thank you, Outsider. You've become someone I can count on, so I believe I can share something rather confidential with you.
Just tell me what you want me to do.
I would like you to find the components we need to fix this bunker's air filtration system. I cannot overstate the importance of this task. See Senior Knight Lorenzo for the details. He's the one who brought the matter to my attention, and the only other person who is aware of it.
Well, not entirely. I know, Lorenzo is the only one who knows exactly what the problem is, the air filtration system, apparently. God, that's massive. What if I hadn't come along? But, Schuler, the real head scribe, she knows that something's wrong. Hardin, he's asked me to fix the air filtration system. What should I do?
What is it, Outsider? Have you discovered anything?
I found the patrols for the Elder, and they had mission discs with orders from McNamara on them.
Just as I thought. McNamara gave my men new orders without telling me. The nerve of that man. This little stunt is probably what got them killed in the first place. Our normal patrol routes are known to be relatively safe. This is exactly the kind of thing I'm trying to avoid by ousting McNamara.
Yeah, the Elder tasked me with contacting several scouts out in the waste.
That's a sensible notion. Your familiarity with the nearby terrain makes you perfect as a liaison. I've been trying to get the Elder to send out scouts for years, and he's always been resistant to the idea. Said they'd be a vulnerability. I wonder what changed his mind.
Okay, what do you think of the lockdown?
It's a travesty is what it is. Every second we sit on our hands down here is another second that we're not fulfilling our sworn duty.
Why do you dislike McNamara so much?
It's not that I dislike the Elder, but I strongly disapprove of his current style of leadership. We're safe, yes, but at what cost?
What would you do if you became Elder?
After lifting the lockdown, the first thing I'd do is send scouts out to recon the area. We need to know what's going on out there. Next, I'd resume patrols in the near vicinity, and begin sending search teams out to the spots the scouts reported were relatively safe. It's standard procedure when a chapter relocates to an area. But standard procedure wasn't our last Elder's style, either.
Tell me about your last Elder, even though we literally have met him now.
Elijah was a strange one. His even becoming Elder was highly questionable, seeing as how he was a scribe. Typically only paladins are eligible. But an exception was made in his case on account of him being a genius. Unfortunately, whatever scientific acumen he had didn't extend to tactics. Trying to defend Helios was a blunder of the worst kind. and many brothers lost their lives because of it. Many of the senior paladins, myself included, advised him to fight a retreating action, but he refused to budge. Said he almost had it working. We never did find out exactly what he was talking about. When the perimeter was finally overrun, the Elder had simply vanished.
Tell me about the Battle of Helios again.
Helios was the worst goddamn action I've seen in a long, long career of fighting.
Okay. Alright. He's
Later.
very aggressive. Well, it's not that bad. It wasn't later, it was later. So, he seems very aggressive. But at least he wants to scout the area and have an influence on the world. Which I think is better than McNamara. So I think we're gonna oust McNamara and have Hardin take control instead. But in order to do that, we need to figure out how the hell we do it. So, join me next time when we figure out how the hell we're gonna get rid of McNamara. I'll see you guys then.